I'm Mark Scibor-Rylski, and I'm sitting on a red MGA from 1956, which I've owned since 1966. And it was my student car. And we had tremendous time in London in the 60s, and I've obviously followed up by actually keeping the car, maintaining the car, and repaying the huge debt I have to it. And it's an ordinary 1500 Roadster with disc wheels, with drum brakes, with all the things that go with a 1500 engine and not the larger engine. And I've maintained it kind of in that space, but lots of things have been improved. And they're not really very visible, but they're actually quite important. And little things like changing the points so it's contactless, making sure that the coolant is coolant for life so that you can maintain the car without having to drain it. The brake fluid is silicone fluid, which lasts forever. The combination of work we had to do in the 80s to restore it meant that we took all the panels off, took the body shell off, and what you're looking at is the 1980s result of 1980s restoration, with a little bit of help from Reese Brothers on the panels, the resulting car being all original steel and all original leather. And little changes had to be made, like the steering column had to be extended, to change to the extending one, because otherwise I can't get in it because I'm 6'5". The wheel is now the deluxe wheel, which is the one that was used at the time, and it looks better and really sets the car off well. Obviously we had to fit an ammeter because you still have a dynamo, so you need to watch the charging. And we also put in LED lights so that everything to do with flashing, the flashers, direction indicators and brake lights are much more visible. But the headlights remain the same, although of course we still have tripod lamps, so it looks the right period. And in fact I have a hard top for this, which took 18 months to restore, but the soft top hardly gets used because I have to push the seat back, because being 6'5" means I use every inch of the cockpit. So that's the story. It's a car that we would stop in Hyde Park and watch the Stones play. That's what happened at the time. So this car is history, and we have a sort of Dorian Gray relationship, this car and I. It doesn't get older, but I'm doing my best to get quite aged. So that's the story.